Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More, standing outside a house flip that we've been working on here for a little while. This is a property that we had quite a few issues on and probably won't make a whole lot of money on because of those issues. I bought it from the MLS for $155,000. It was rented to Section 8 tenants and they caused us some severe problems, and I'll talk about that here soon. But of course, check out investormore.com. Got tons of information on all our flips, over 70 flips on our house flipping page with videos and information. All right, so like I said, we bought this one from the MLS with Section 8 tenants in place. And before I get too far into that, we've bought properties with Section 8 tenants before, really never had a problem. And I know a lot of people have horror stories about them, but we haven't had a problem. And this is not a video to rip on Section 8, but there's good and bad people in every situation. So what happened was they were renting the house. We told them they needed to leave because their lease was up. Gave them 60 days notice. They left without telling us, turned the heat off. House ended up flooding. And the reason we found out they left was because there's a $1,700 water bill. And basically there is a leak in the wall right back there. And I don't know how long the water was running, but this whole floor was soaked. We had hardwood floors in here when we bought it. The house was actually in pretty decent shape. The kitchen was decent, the floors were decent, the bathroom was decent. The floors were just destroyed, had to tear them out. Had to tear out a bunch of the subfloor because it was soaked through. Had to air out the crawl space to get it all dried out. We had to tear out probably 3 to 4 feet of drywall in most of the house because it was wet and we didn't want it growing mold. So we probably had a good $10,000 to $15,000 in extra costs on this house because they had a water leak, didn't tell us, moved out, or they turned the heat off and the water leaked. Crazy situation. So we're getting a new kitchen, new flooring, a lot of new drywall that we weren't planning to get. And this house is probably worth $220,000 to $225,000. And we're hoping for a real light rehab, you know, in the $10,000 to $15,000 range. We're looking more like $25,000 or $30,000. So we have come in, painted everything, replaced doors, drywall, as you can see. Our kitchen is on back order, so that's what we're waiting for right now. Not on back order, Home Depot's being a little slow getting it to us. So once that's done, we'll get that installed. For the meantime, we have the house across the street, so we're working on that one until our kitchen comes in on this one. This flooring is not the most beautiful flooring in the world, but we got a ton of it for almost nothing from Home Depot on clearance. And so since we're tight on budget on this house, we decided to get rid of some of it here. The bathroom, like I said, was pretty nice before. Oh, turn the lights on. And we were able to at least keep the tile in the tub, but had to tear out the vanity, redo the floor in there, things we weren't expecting. And in here, paint, quite a bit of drywall done in here as well. So just a lot of extra costs that we weren't expecting to have. Now this house also had a number of cars, if you guys remember it, a couple trucks, trailer, all kinds of stuff left by the tenant when they moved out. So they did come back and get those things. So we didn't have to get rid of them. I know some of you people wanted to buy or me to take those vehicles, but they came back and got them. And you can't just take someone's cars because they leave them behind. There's a whole process you have to go through, and it is not easy. But they came back and got them, left a bunch of other junk, but they got their cars, which was nice. Didn't fix anything that they broke. And I'm sure they lost their Section 8 vouchers because of this. We did tell Section 8 what happened, and they didn't do anything about it, wouldn't help, but they said they were not renewing their vouchers. Something else I missed when I bought this, because I never got in that garage, is that tree when we got in the garage. Yeah, slight problem here. Why you don't plant trees right next to houses or garages. One great thing about having you know, a pretty decent presence online with my YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and different stuff we're doing, is that someone messaged me after I posted that picture on Instagram and said they had a tree trimming company, gave us a bid for $1,000 to take that tree out, take all the wood away, and that was way cheaper than we thought it would be. So that was super nice. Anybody else wants to do work for us super cheap, just send me a message. I'm always available. And the other thing that's been a little frustrating this year is our yard guy is so behind. Yard looks really bad, so we need to get him out here ASAP. He's supposed to be doing them all this weekend, but a lot of our yards are way overgrown and it just makes our houses look like crap. So hopefully he gets that done this weekend, or we might have to be looking for a new yard person as well for mowing. All right, so that's the house. I think we'll still probably make a little bit of money, but not nearly as much as we thought. It should sell very quickly in this price range. There's almost nothing available that's nice, so that should help things out. And we have quite a few more houses coming up. Just got a house under contract from my Drive for Dollars app. So that's the first one there, direct marketing. And have a couple others we're working on too. So we'll post all those as soon as we get them and give you details, and keep flipping houses. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll have more coming up soon. And leave comments, questions if you have any. I'll try and answer those. And if you give us a thumbs up, I always appreciate that. Thanks a lot. We'll have some more next week.